Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello! Hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The Legend of Vox Machina Season 4, Episode 9. I just watched the Episode 8. If you want to see my reactions and my thoughts about it, I'm gonna put the link into the eye, somewhere right there. I watched all of the episodes of this new season, and I binge-watched also the 3 first seasons just a couple of months ago. Guys, if you want to see all of my reactions and my thoughts to everything, you have a playlist on YouTube, for sure. Again, check the link, I don't know where it is. And I have a playlist also for it on my Patreon. On my Patreon, you have advantages. For this new season, you have these reaction videos earlier, and for this season and the previous ones, you have the full reaction part, meaning that you have my reactions and my thoughts to the entire episodes, to everything in full opacity, in advance. If you can be interested to have these advantages, to support me, you can come on my Patreon. Each little help can be appreciated. I'm a little reactor on both platforms, you know, on YouTube, I'm shadow banned. On Patreon, that's hard. We're just a little group, even if it's fun, you know, that's still hard. So if you want to join, even if it's just for 1 month, even if it's just for the Legends of Vox Machina, it can be cool. Even more because right now I'm handling, you know, difficult things into my personal life. I talked about it a lot with a neighbor who is making a lot of noise during the night, at midnight, at 5 a.m., at 6 a.m. So fun, really so fun. Because of that, I'm surely gonna need to move. Because of that, I might be forced to stop these reaction videos. Like, that's awful. Don't worry, I'm gonna be there for the next 3 final episodes, you know, of this season 4, but I don't know in 1 month, I don't know in 2 months. I'm gonna try no matter what to continue to make reaction videos one way or another. Wish me luck with that, but really, if you're giving me your support, it would be easier for me to continue. Okay, guys, I'm gonna stop right there to talk about my personal situation. No, just a little reminder about the fact that I'm still sick, meaning that I still have my nose being blocked and sometimes I need to cough. I don't have fever anymore, which is great, but that's why maybe during the reaction video, the reaction part, you know, you're gonna see me using my tissue or coughing. I'm sorry for that, but I can't change it. If you have a way, you know, to take out the sickness just like that, please tell me. It has been since Friday, you know, that I'm sick. But again, I don't have fever anymore, so I'm almost at the end. I think that I'm almost at the end. Okay, I just watched the previous episode, the Scanlan episode, which was great. It was good to have news about Scanlan. I told you that I didn't understand why the character was not present at the beginning of the season. I thought that maybe they would justify it into the story by him being kidnapped or something like that, because for me, only something big, important and bad could have happened for him to not be present for Calais on the day of her coronation. That's what I thought. Then, you know, into the comments, you told me about the real reasons behind it, you know, why that character was not present, the fact that the actor playing him, in fact, was sick and couldn't be present. I hope that he's feeling all right now. I hope that in the future, the character can come back because the actor is gonna feel enough, you know, all right, like, I don't know how to say it, like he can come back at some point. I really hope so as well. No matter what, I knew the reason in real life, but I discovered during the previous episode, in fact, the reason that they gave to justify the fact that Scanlan was not present, and I had trouble with that explanation, because even if I understand Scanlan, his reasons, I understand that he was not fully himself when he was a part of Vox Machina, because in fact, he's not that much about going on adventures, quests. He prefers, you know, to just do his concerts, to just have fun and all. I understand that. I understand that he wants to discover his daughter, to spend time with her, and I understand also that he was not himself before. That version of himself, at least, was not satisfying him anymore, and he wanted to change, and he is changing right now, and he prefers who he is right now. And the fact that he didn't try to connect again with his old friends because he was afraid that by being with them, in fact, he would be his old self. That I totally understand, because it's something, in fact, which can happen to all of us, guys. When you are back, with an old group of friends, or for example, if you're back with your family that you didn't see since a long time, in fact, you're going to have reflexes which are going to come from who you were before, when you were with them, the dynamic, of the relationships that you had with them, that maybe now you don't want to do anymore, but you're not going to be able to help yourself, and it's going to happen no matter what, and it's not going to please you, that version of yourself. Like, really, it's something which can happen to all of us. So I can totally understand his reasons, Scanlan, but at the same time, to not be there for Keyleth on the biggest day of her life, that I can't understand it, because at some point you have to put your ego, your fears, like yourself, you have to put yourself and your needs, to forget about them, to be present for the persons that you love for their most important days. Like, for me, it's truly like that. So that's why I didn't appreciate it that much, that reason, at the end. And also how he defended himself. It was a little hypocrite to say to his friends that they didn't care about him at any moment, when in fact, he was not fully honest with them, he was not fully himself with them, he was not opening himself to them, so they couldn't know, no matter what, who he was, and truly, And yes, I didn't appreciate everything, going on right there. It's really dark, in fact. Wait. It's better like that, no? I think that I filmed the entire reaction video, about the episode 8 being, into a dark state and all. Like, it's really just during this intro that I'm like, but I don't have dark eyes. Why suddenly it looks like that I have dark eyes? I don't know, the luminosity today maybe is not great enough. I needed to put more lights. I'm sorry if it was too dark, during the previous video. I'm sorry for that. Okay, guys, let's go for this episode, for this reaction video. Again, remember that if you want, on my Patreon, you have the 4 reaction part, level 3 on my Patreon. Best way to help me with what is happening right now in my life could be useful. If you want and if you can, don't put yourself into any difficulty. Be careful with that. Let's go, guys.
Hey, you okay, Pikey? I miss him too. If you want to talk.
Aha! C'est voila!
We can mob about
The
Scanlan
fact that
later.
he talks French.
Right now, I just want to find Delilah and make her pay.
Scanlan? I thought he was talking about Pop-Up.
I wasn't talking about Scanlan.
Interesting that she thought that.
What do you see?
There are that many?
The usual.
The Children of Truth?
Death cultists, some supernatural villains. Wait,
The orb?
no. There's a second orb.
Can they communicate, these orbs? Is it like a window, a door,
Of course, there's another
From here you
fucking
can go
orb.
to Whitestone?
Delilah
No.
didn't even try to restart the one in Whitestone.
It's a portal?
That's what I said! A window door, I said me.
And tomorrow, under the full moons of Catha and Ruidus, the world shall be unmade!
Nope.
Well, they seem excited.
Uh-huh.
The orb nullifies all magic, perhaps even the regenerative powers of Delilah's partners.
The Unalive 5?
We're not using your silly names.
If the theory holds, no magic should work within the bounds of this circle.
Then that's where we kill those unkillable bastards for good.
Eureka! To the Terry van!
What? You found a solution?
Ha-ha!
Perhaps, but we'd also need...
Ha-ha!
Okay.
During all of this time you had
what
these
about
things?
It's black powder.
During all of this time, you traveled with all of that black powder?
To the orb chamber where they're vulnerable.
Keyleth, Percy, and I, Taryon Darrington, will infiltrate the Undercroft below the chamber to plant these bombs.
We light the fuses, get clear, and...
Boom!
Our enemies are vanquished, and the orb is buried in rubble. The climactic finale of our story.
It's only the episode 9. It can't be the finale.
Oh,
Terry, move. This place is gonna be ready to blow so Vex and the others don't have to wait a second longer than necessary.
Hey, what gives you the right to seek his favor ahead of us? Yeah, wait your turn.
My brother is dying, you prick. See for yourself.
You're gonna take that as an
As long as
advantage?
you're suffering, we might as well take advantage of it.
You too. You will come with me.
You need to be careful.
I will not fail him.
I feel the same, but we aren't going to get anywhere unless we function as a goddamn team.
No one heard it. No one heard it, no one heard it. Oh no, it was just a rock.
Okay, they made it in.
Hey, what's this thing say? Maybe it's directions?
Some bullshit about the dead guy in there.
Yeah, well, at least they said some bullshit instead of nothing.
And there is a dead
This
guy in
isn't
there.
the time.
Yeah, but when is the time? Wilhan died, and he won't say nothing about it.
We'll honor him when this is all done.
He knows it's not good for
promise.
him. He doesn't recognize you. If your best friend doesn't recognize you, it says a lot. Oh, he's gonna see all of the black powder things.
come on. Think, Terry, think. A sapphire of silence.
Oh. No one is gonna listen to you, hear you, that's great, but it means that if something is going bad, nothing can come and help you. Delilah! It's not for her.
Blessed followers will travel through the orb to meet the Whispered One.
I shall bathe in his light eternal.
No, child, do not.
You
A
died.
moment to pass through the orb unharmed. Carry one of these. One by one, you will approach the orb and enter Tharamfala to witness
You're not gonna
his
go, Pike.
ascension. Come, children. Step across the line and meet your god.
Any ideas?
Not a goddamn one.
To not go?
Shit, they can't go in there.
And remove your hood.
No. You're not recognizing him?
He's fucked. We gotta move in.
Wait. What if they ain't done setting the bombs?
Are you okay?
Not dead yet, sister.
Help me,
That was a
priestess.
trick?
Please, in his name.
She entered into the circle, so you can get her here. You killed her? Ah no.
Vox Machina?
Uh-huh.
Shit, the fuse.
Make haste! The silence spell has worn off!
I'm not stressed at all.
Here.
The orb is gonna reopen at some point.
Shit, no magic.
We'll do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah. Okay, so you killed one of the 5.
He's out of the circle!
Oh, the music? Good job, Grog.
The bombs are lit.
Okay, this one is out as well.
We must make it to
That's
the
so great.
balcony before we're blown to bits.
Pike. Ah no, Delilah.
You can thank me later.
Yes, they're
Wait.
children of truth. They're gonna come back to life no matter what. She can go inside. She's gonna go, Pike.
Keep away from the orb. It'll eviscerate you.
Oof. The explosions?
No!
Okay. It's on the line. Does it count or not? Pike, no! That's so stupid!
Pike, but stop! I know you're hurting, but Pop wouldn't want this. He doesn't want vengeance.
Yes.
Pop only
No matter
wants you
what.
to remember him.
You would be stupid, Pike, to do that.
You're right, buddies. Let's go.
Yeah.
Grog can't die. What? Pop up and now Grog just died? No.
Choice. Get out of there.
She's gonna go. She's gonna go. She's gonna. Grog is not dead. I'm like, a lot of them, you know, got revived a lot. Maybe Grog can, but right there he got absorbed by the orb. He disappeared. I'm too shocked to cry. Ah, the moment is epic and the music is beautiful, but... No. I'm sorry, no! Let me some seconds to process. I'm your queen of denial, you know. Normally I'm the one always denying the death of a character because, you know, if I don't see the character body cold, eyes closed on the floor, I'm not gonna believe it. I'm always gonna find the solution for that character to come back to life and all. And you know, for example, when it happened with Percy, I was in denial a lot and I was like, no, I'm waiting to see him truly dead and all to believe it. Turned out that when we saw him truly dead, we even buried him. In fact, he could come back after that. Yeah, it just happened, but I don't have any hope. I don't have any little solution to offer because we saw him getting absorbed by the orb, getting its body, you know, destroyed by the orb, and we saw it happening just before, you know, with that guy. That's it. No more body to restore, you know. There is no more body, no corpse that we can restore, that we can repair, that we can heal. There is no soul, you know, anywhere that we can make come back and into which body. Your queen of denial is like, no, it can't be. Grog is dead. Like, really, I'm too shocked to cry. I didn't see it coming. You know, when you have the death of one character, you can see it coming because this character is living a lot of art stuff, is into a process, you know, an evolution. Like for Percy, it was the case. For those before, you know, it was the case. And you're like, okay, it's part of their evolution, their process, like it needed to happen like that. Like you felt like it was a good homage, the moment and all to the character. In fact, that death, fake death, whatever. Here, it's coming so much out of nowhere that I can't believe it. I'm too shocked. Grog just died? Grog, by saving Pike, by telling her to not go, that they already lost Pop-Pop and it was too much, by trying to stop her because it was so stupid of her to try to go into that orb because she doesn't know what is behind, she doesn't know who is waiting for her behind. Like, it's so stupid with just the sword to go all by herself like that. By trying to stop her, to save her, he got killed because that Children of Truth beast thing came back to life because he ended, you know, on the line. It's so stupid. He can't die like that. He can't die like that because the moment, even if you have all of the memories coming back at that moment and all, that moment is not... Like, you're not honoring the character, even if, yes, he did something at the end which can represent everything that he was and did during the entire time, but no. And she went, Pike, she won no matter what after that. Like, she was even more mad at the situation. Grog just died. No Grog anymore. No Grog saying Pikey anymore. No Grog taking care of Pike. No Grog saying something stupid, saying something funny, something cool. Like, no Grog anymore. They can't continue without Grog. Like, really? Grog, they didn't see it, but Grog was putting all of them together. Like, you have a lot of duos, you know, into this group. Grog was really the one who was not a part of a duo, even if you can consider that he was a duo with Pike, but in fact, he was a duo with all of them. Grog was really the one which was putting them all together, which was making a good duo with any of them. Yes, the moment was epic and all. If it's truly his death, it's surely truly his death. The moment was epic, the music was wonderful during that moment. It's shocking, it's well done and all on screen and everything, but I'm mad. I don't want to cry because I'm mad and I would be disappointed, in fact, if it's truly the end of this character because we didn't use, in fact, his character a lot. Like, I don't know. It feels so much like a punishment, you know, for Pike than more than something to honor Grog. The rest of the episode, okay, we found the Children of Truth, their place, we fought against the Five, but in fact they came back to life because they're always coming back to life, even if we had some plans. It went bad. That it's not a surprise, I said it intro of the episode 7 or the episode 8, the fact that we still have 3 more episodes after this drop to discover, it means that things are gonna go really bad so it can go better at the end. But they can't revive Grog, so it's gonna go better, just we're gonna resolve the situation with the Children of Truth, maybe. But it can't go better, like he's not gonna be revived. I'm still not processing the info. He was really so genuinely nice and sweet and present for all of them. I can't picture the show without him. I can't. I'm trying right now, to picture the future episodes, the next adventures without him. I can't. Can we play with time into Dungeons and Dragons? Can we go back at one point? Can we travel time into this universe? Like, I watch actual plays of Dungeons and Dragons in French. I don't remember a moment like that. Can we? Because really, right there, the fact that his body got destroyed, like there is no body, no soul anymore, I don't see a way to revive Grog. So I'm really like, the only thing which can help, which can maybe save him, it's to play with the time, to go back in the past, like, or to pray a god, to... Mais no, there is no body anymore. No corpse. I think that I'm just beginning to process and I'm gonna cry in 5 minutes, Don't tell me in the comments, if the character is gonna come back or not. Don't tell me any spoiler, be careful with that. Be respectful with that. Just tell me if you were as shocked as me when it happened around the table, when you watched the campaigns and it happened. Were you as shocked as me? Were you as mad and shocked than me? Like, could you cry during that moment? Because me right now, I can't, because I'm too shocked. And really, I'm just like, the show can't continue without him. And at the same time, I can't see how he can come back. So I'm into a dark hole right there, like... Tell me, what did you think about it when you discovered it, watching the campaign, or maybe watching the show, watching this episode? Tell me, what did you think? How did you feel? I have the emotion that my emotions right now are not normal, Okay, I'm gonna leave you right there. I cannot wait to see the 3 final episodes of this season, clearly. And maybe, intro of the next episode can be interesting for you guys, because you're not gonna see me accepting that Grog is dead, or I found a solution into my head, an obscure one, for him to come back. Like, really, for now, the only one that I can offer you is to travel through time, and I don't think that it's an option in Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, guys, it's all for you and for me for this episode, and it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Great.